rivalry between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Bill Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on last year's national champion, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Canes will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Seminoles offense takes the field to start this game off. We're accustomed to seeing close, hard-fought games in this series, but last time they met, it was only the Seminoles doing the punching as they knocked out Miami.
Man, they were throwing haymakers, they were throwing combinations, and Miami had no answer for it. Right from the opening bell, David, Florida State jumped all over.
And you got to brag about it from here. And it is so sweet. In-state, the state of Florida, both teams so talented, 5 stars everywhere in that state. All of them looking at this game. Can they do it again?
Makes the catch. It's Proctor. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Noles can really attack on this second and short. They feed him again. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Now improvising. Catch in the middle. It's Proctor. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Catch in the middle, it's Poe. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. It's complete to the left. He's down at the 1, and they almost had a touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with a stop. On second and goal, they go right back to it. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball on the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Miami's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He's got the back in the middle. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Takes the easy completion. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. It's McGooligan. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
One thing I love about this defensive coordinator is that he has a lot of different exotic things. He's not just going to rush with 4. He's not just going to rush with 3. He's not just going to blitz linebackers. This guy's blitzing DBs.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
Yeah, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? And Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played, but no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida, Florida State, Miami, the uniforms are so great, the lineage, the history of the players, so it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1950.
And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for a man. It's McGooligan. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
You know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs. He can catch the ball, too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job rolling it out.
They'll go to the ground. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll try to get the first through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's when the offense will set up shop. The Seminoles have it back up, trying to get that offensive spear flaming. Around rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the field.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Harvey. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
This offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Finds his man. It's Harvey. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Poe. Breaks in the middle. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and then just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw it last week, he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Dropping back, it's McGooligan. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out to the back. There he goes. That's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear-end chewing. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm space. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where...
Oh, it's a fumble! Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down.
Great job on him.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Looking for a gap. It's Poe. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Working the middle. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Noles are rolling down the field. From the gun, give on the inside. Really putting together a plan now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Bringing the heat. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. The Canes in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to throw, it's McGooligan. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has some really, really good hands as well.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll keep it himself. It's a foul on the play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, you know, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risky run by running.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harvey. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Proctor. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He leaves it with his back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. The Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Moving out of the pocket. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. The Noles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield, it's McGooligan. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Warren. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Hurricanes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Off-play action on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Harvey. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Proctor. Past the 40. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing. Running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
And we've got our eyes on everything going on in football, including this gem from Alabama and Tennessee. Tennessee endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Rocky Top. And the Vols came away with a win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the ranking...
Pulls it in on the left. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's first and 10. To the air, it's McGooligan. Got it in the middle, it's Warren. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Down to the 23 for this first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
The Canes have taken it inside the 20. Takes it from the gun on third down. Spins away from the defense. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Absolutely perfect.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got the first down and more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Proctor. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time down to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Noles and Canes.
And the Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It'll be a run on third and short. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Absolutely perfect.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
And they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield, making plays.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. He's got it down the left side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Seminoles are marching down the field. Leaves it with the back. Look out, just plowing ahead. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Noles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. The Seminoles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, no! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Scanning the field, it's McGooligan. Connection to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. It didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And the Canes line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to throw for it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Finds his man. It's Harvey. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. From the gun, running back gets the give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. A defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Noles have this offense rolling. Soften them up with a run. Now to throw. Works the middle. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. Turning it on. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Seminoles have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Caught over the middle. It's Verrier. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him, whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's McGooligan. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him in the flat. Breaks into the open. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum.
Touchdown, Canes! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll give it to him again. Got the first down. Looking for more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Gunderson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just...
There he goes! They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Noles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware that you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Fighting off the defender. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Cincinnati is on top. They've played awfully well today, and though that's not Desmond Ridder out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 5 over James Madison. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Throws to the back. Got his man down the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down for this offense. He's got it on the right. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Sends it back in motion. From the gun, the give, looking for room. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man, it's McGooligan. Quick strike complete. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease, he gets to the 39. Wants to throw on third. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. Finds a little space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Canes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man in the middle. Headed to the end zone. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The Canes will try to punch it in on first and goal. From the gun. Into the end zone. Tick, 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 tick. Clock winding down, and they're in for the touchdown.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. So now it's second and long. When the Seminoles and Hurricanes get together, and it is Florida State celebrating the flaming spear of victory by taking down the U. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.